Yo, what's up, my Zombros, and welcome back to our EldenRang playthrough. This is episode 20. So when we left off, we had killed Radon. We went around, we killed the tree sentinel, and then we killed Agil, the dragon, over there in the lake. So now that we know that the guide is a little wonky, we're gonna try to pick up back off of the guide. So the guide tells us right now that after we show Selin the Celavis's introduction, that we need to speak to Jaren after the arena, and then speak to EG next to the Manor Road Grace. Then we need to go speak to Blythe and tell him what EG/Selin said. So let's hit G. We need to go speak with EG. EG is on the road to Manor Grace. So hop up here, hop up here. What's up, EG?
You finally come. Blythe told me everything. You've defeated General Radahn, unlocking the stars. The general was blighted by scarlet rot and driven to madness. But not long ago, he was hailed as the mightiest demigod of them all. There is no parallel to your achievement, nor to Lady Rani's acute judgment of character. Thanks to you, Lady Rani's fate once again stirs, and the path to Nokron has opened. Descend underground, where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron. Oh, Blythe wanted me to tell you not to bother waiting for him, and head straight to Nokron. Blythe has been given an important task, apparently a matter of great urgency. You need not await Blythe. Descend underground alone, where the fallen star struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron, so that Lady Rani may tread the dark path of the Empyrean. You need not descend underground and make it so that...
Okay. I can't purchase any of these. Okay, so it says that now that we've spoken to EG, we need to speak to Blythe and tell him what EG/Selin said. It said, well, we can't do this because the guide says that this starts the Radahn Festival at Redmane, and we already just did that, so I guess we'll just move on to the next step, which is where we need to go to the Round Table Hold, and we need to speak to Fia, let her hold us, and exhaust all her dialogue. So we're going to do that. Lost Table of Grace. Okay, so we're going to come over here. Need to talk to Fia.
I am pleased to see you again. Would you like me to hold you? Now, come closer. You are so very warm. My dear, might I ask something of you? Could you please find the owner of this dagger and return it to them? A certain person gave it to me as a gift. It's a very precious thing. It must have a special place in the owner's heart. So I would like for the original owner to have it back, if you wouldn't mind.
Okay.
I'd like you to find the owner of the dagger. It's a very precious thing. I'd like it's a very... Then good day to you, my...
Okay, so now we're gonna stand up, and then now we need to give this weathered dagger to D. So it says that we give the weathered dagger to D, and then when we reload the area, a new room will open next to Hugh and Fia, or next to Hugh, and Fia will kill D. So let's go over there and hand my boy the weathered dagger. And it sucks. I like you, dude.
Hello there. What can I do? Well, what have we here? How did you get your hands on that dagger? Well, that hardly matters. I know very well whose dagger it is. Why don't I return it to them for you? Good work bringing this to me.
Okay. So, now that we have given the weathered dagger to D, we need to reload and then speak to Fia. So we're just gonna fast travel to the Lost Table of Grace, or the Round Table Hold. Notice D is gone. And a new room will open up over there. So, just like it says, we need to speak to Fia. And she's in the new room next to Hugh. So she should be in here. Oh no. D. D's bell bearing. Twinned helm. Twinned armor. Twinned gauntlets. And twinned greaves. Now we need to speak to Fia.
Finally, it is returned to its rightful place. The stolen Hallowbrand of the exalted noble. And now, I must bid you goodbye as well, though I ask you deliver this message to the Round Table Hold. I am Fia, deathbed companion, hark Round Table. Disturb not the death of Godwyn, the exalted. We who humbly live in death, live in waiting, to one day welcome our Lord. What right does anyone have to object? Our Lord will rise, the Lord of the many and the meek.
Wow. This is also the end of D's quest. So D no longer has any quests. That sucks. It says that we are to loot D's body, same room, twin set, and D's bell bearing. Hold on to the twin set, we will need it later. Then it says that we need to speak to Gowry and Gowry's shack. It says Pollyanna's summon sign appears for the Commander O'Neill fight. So, we need to go to Gowry's shack, and I'm pretty sure this is in Caelid. So, I'm just going to do a quick Google search, make sure. So, Gowry's shack location. Please don't show me a fucking map, Genie. Those are terrible. Okay, so Gowry's shack is literally on the other side of the Aeonia Swamp. And the Aeonia Swamp is this big fucking thing right here. So, literally, it says the Gowry's shack is right here. So, let's just, well, we don't want to be at Fort Faroth because that's all the dragons. We'll just go from the Aeonia Swamp shore. That's okay. Alright, so we need to activate the inner Aeonia Grace, and then we need to defeat Commander O'Neill. Okay, so I don't know if I've ever done this fight. We're just gonna ride straight east. Oh no, we're gonna get invaded. This is Millicent. We can't kill her or it ends her quest line. Yep. Just run. Don't even stop. Don't fight her. Oh, and we're afflicted with scarlet rot. We're gonna die. We are gonna die. Here is another site of grace. Sit at the grace, dude. Sit at the grace. Sit at the... Oh, she's gonna... Well, we just have to let her kill us, because we can't kill her. Lovely. Goodbye, Millicent. Okay. Is this the Inner Aeonia Grace? Yeah. So Gallery Shack should be just over here to the east of us. We do want to be on this. Otherwise, we'll get Scarlet Rot again. Oh my god, I can't hit him. Okay. I can't look at the map in here. Aeonian butterfly, that's lovely. Okay, so we need to go up here to the left and around. Hopefully we don't get too close to Millicent's invasion. Chill, dude. Don't jump down. Oh, of course, he throws stuff. Of course. In typical... Okay. I'm just trying to get to a shack, bro. What is this? Stop by the shack. That's what I'm trying to do. And big creepy dog. We don't want to mess with him. We're just trying to talk to Gowry. Is this Gowry's shack? Please be Gowry's shack. Yes.
Oh, a pleasure to see you. A pleasure indeed. I am Gowry, a great sage. In my day, anyway. I'd hoped to ask a favor when one of your ilk came along. A strapping young tarnished, able to cross the scarlet swamp of Aeonia. Don't fret, I'll provide fine recompense. Should you accept, I will teach you the secret of Celia, the town you see there. Ah, then you are willing to lend a hand, are you? I need your help to heal a certain young girl. Her name is Millicent. You will find her beyond Celia, resting at the church atop the cliff, stricken by the rotting sickness. The rotting sickness that afflicts... When the Erd Tree flourished, even the demigods could not stave off its effects, despite their nigh godhood. But Millicent's suffering can be ameliorated. For this, you are to find a certain needle. Seek the deep, scarlet swamp of Aeonia outside Celia's bounds. The needle, made from unalloyed gold, is lost somewhere there. First, you must find... It's hidden somewhere in the deep skull. Then I will tell you the secret.
Okay, so now that we've talked to him, we need to defeat Commander O'Neill. Commander O'Neill is in the heart of Aeonia. It says... Is that in here? Is this where there's all those, invisible dudes. Yep. I remember this place. Commander O'Neill. Why does that fight... Is that the one where I fight the one dude and he's got two other guys with him? 'Cause if so, that fight is AIDS. Miquella's lily. Lily of Miquella. Honestly, anybody that's invisible, you are not indeed. Poison grease. Sick. So annoying. Who else is here? Jesus. Oh, hello. So annoying not being able to see you guys. Got the red main painting. I don't know what the paintings are for. I think there is a painted world. I'm not totally sure though. Wouldn't surprise me if there is though. There's like a painted world in almost every game. Is this the inner Aeonian Grace? It's gotta be. Rotten stray ashes. I imagine they inflict scarlet rot. I am just murdering shit, bro. Alright, so now we're gonna hit G. What is this? Celia Understair. I don't want to rest at the site of grace because I've already killed all half of the dudes that are here. Alright, so Heart of Aeonia, where is that? Okay, so it says that he is in here. So we'll go over there since we talked to Gowry. Does that mean it replenished our... Yep. Who the hell is that? Is that Commander O'Neill? Yep. Oh, he inflicts Scarlet Rot. Fucking awesome. Oh. See how you like lightning. Oh my god. I fucking hate that glitch. You pop a potion because you're holding FN for the alt. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Let's see, what do we have? Electric firearm. nice. All we had to do was fucking spam spells on him. Oh, I wish I would have done that from the get-go instead of doing the dance with him for so long, but whatever. 9k souls or runes isn't really shit. Man. Alright, on to the next step of the guide. Okay, so it says that now after we defeat Commander O'Neill, it'll unlock this Site of Grace, and then we need to defeat Millicent. It says in the middle of the swamp, just right around until she invades. We already know where she'll invade. It says this is optional and does not affect her quest. I have no idea why she invades you. It says Torrent disappears when an NPC evades, so be careful you don't get thrown into the swamp. Also, there are lesser clean rot knights patrolling around here. They may attack you while you're fighting Millicent. This fight can be pretty tricky. You don't miss out on anything special by skipping it. So if we kill her, we get 5 sacramental buds, 3 golden runes, 5 golden runes, and 10 golden runes. I don't know what those are for. Alright, so now we need to speak to Gowry, Gowry Shack, and he will repair the needle that we have, so we're gonna go to Celia under the stars. And we're just gonna run. Except for that guy, he was asking for it. Reading your little spirit book, huh? Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. Holy shit. My brother in Christ. God damn. Can we sneak past him?
Oh, you found the unalloyed gold needle. As promised, I've detailed the secret of Celia right here. Go on. It's yours.
Celia's secret.
Now
Nice,
let me
dude.
have a look at the needle. Well, this is a marvel indeed. The work of a true artisan, a meticulous, bold craftsman who grasps the essence of life. Can you give me some time with this? As well made as it is, it won't be much use snapped in half, will it?
Okay.
Can you give me as well made?
Okay, so unlocks new dialogue with Millicent. Alright, it says light the braziers in the towers and pick up the imbued sword key, 3 of 3. Celia behind one of the blue barriers. Removes the blue seals around town. Remember the imbued sword key bug. It is as soon as you pick it up. So, okay, so it says light the braziers in the towers and pick up the imbued sword key. Celia behind one of the blue barriers. Okay, so we need to go into Celia. We did get Secret of Celia from him, so we need to read that. How do I read this shit? Aha. Note given by Sage Gowry detailing the secret he promised. The town of Celia hides the source. Light 3 flames atop the candle towers to break the seal. Oh, I could fucking cut you right now, bro. That was... okay. I could think of a dozen better ways to tell me how to do that, but okay. Obviously not here. Oh, I hate this place. Okay. Last site of Grace visited, I guess. It'll be the one outside the front. The question is how do we light these? I assume I need torrent for this. Okay. Right. Okay. Ow! You motherfucker. Bro. How do I get on top of here? Someone, please, show me something. Are you fucking serious, bro? How does one go about getting up here? There's gotta be a roof or something that I gotta jump on. Aha. Ah. Okay, here's one. Oh, I swear to God, if you hit me with an arrow while I'm doing this. Light your stupid flame. The seal was broken in town somewhere. Great. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, and I still have Baldekin's Blessing on, so I'm taking extra damage. Well, I don't take extra damage, just my health pool is smaller. More susceptible to getting one shot. Oh, you can't jump? Okay. Oh my God. I hate this place. throw. Light the next barrier. Great. Now, where's the last one? Over there. Okay. Say, show me somewhere else, like, really stupid and far and hard to get to. Alright, that's all three. Hey, it's gone. Sweet. Hopefully I never have to come back here again. Now I need to go collect the stuff that opened up. Oh, it's a boss fight. We're not going in there. I know there was one over here, though. Ow. This place just loves to hurt me. This game just loves to hurt me. Like, From Software was like, you know, let's try to make the most frustrating, like, game ever. Because people are just masochists. They're just like, oh, we love it. It's great. Thank you so much. Hey, what's up in here? Site of Grace. Oh. All right. All right, it says we need to speak to Millicent and give her the needle. And that she is in the Church of the Plagues. Okay. Is it up here? Oh god. That's gotta be the Church of the Plague. Millicent is up here, I think. I don't want to fight you guys. And of course, you're not going to give me a choice. You're going to try to scrap anyways. Alright, speak to Millicent and give her the needle.
Who's there? Well, it matters not. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. It is a curse. Not to be meddled with by man. If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. If you are wise, my flesh...
What? Ah, so we gotta reload the area for Gowry. And, he'll fix the needle. I hate these things. Okay, so we just gotta go back down. Get the needle. So we can just go to Celia Understair? Yeah. Pick up the needle and then we talk to Gowry. There is an imbued sword key here that we can get. I just don't remember where it is. And since we don't want to fuck with the dog, we're gonna hop up here. So you better stay right there, buddy.
I have awaited your return. The needle is repaired. Now it will forestall the rotting sickness, I'm sure. Will you give it to the girl, Millicent? I will reward you in kind. Millicent rests at the church atop the cliff, tended to by the witless pests who worship her, or rather her rotting sickness, as a god. A wretched fate, indeed. Do you find it that I would show such concern? Well, I'm the one that found her, a mere babe in the swamp of Aeonia. She is one of my dear daughters. But the rotting sickness erodes. I doubt that she remembers the first thing about me. Oh, I must be getting old. I didn't always worry so much. Now, all you need... She's convalescing in the church atop the... Do so, and you shall... Now she's do so.
Alright. So now that we've got the needle, we can just warp to Church of the Plague where Millicent is at and give her the unalloyed gold needle fixed.
If you are wise, you will leave immediately. My flesh writhes with scarlet rot. You ask that I stab myself with the needle to quell the scarlet rot. But how? Never mind. I've decided I would rather trust you than simply continue to spoil from within. Would you mind averting your eyes for a moment? Well, that was easier than expected. But why do I feel so...
What happens to her? Okay, it says rest at the grace and speak to her. Again. Rest again.
I hoped to see you again. My apologies for when last we met. I fainted before I could even thank you. Everything is as you said. Since inserting the needle, the scarlet rot has ceased to writhe. Even the nightmares have abated. And now, though I can scarcely believe it myself, I can move as I please. Not that I could ever truly repay you, but I would like you to have this, by way of thanks. A token though it is. I'm considering leaving. On a journey. With the needle buried in my flesh, I've started to recall, but dimly, my destiny. It's all thanks to you. My name is Millicent. I pray fate permits us meet again. I'm considering with the needle my destiny. With the needle my destiny.
So she doesn't have an arm. Why is this like Melania then? Why does she fight like Melania too? Is she like Melania's daughter or something? Yeah, that's so weird. Alright, so we got the prosthesis wearer heirloom. And now it says go back to Gowry, rest at the Grace and then speak to her and then rest again. It says go back to Gowry's shack and then speak to Millicent. It says Millicent moves to the Altus Plateau. Gowry reappears. Millicent's summon sign becomes available for the fight with the magma worm Makar. Okay, so go rest again. She should be gone now. Yep. And then we just go back to Gowry's shack and speak to Millicent. Creepy little fucking things. The fuck is that? Is that a fucking harpy? Yep. Well, that's annoying. When they came out, I thought they were like fucking, the ghost dudes. Oh. That's annoying. We gotta go back. We can't take that out. What? That's not even that far of a... Man. Man. Bro. on, brother. Let's play. I'm trash! Oh my god! What are you guys even doing here? Oh my god. Yeah, you better run. Fuck! Eternal darkness. I don't know what the fuck that is. Is there no way up here? Why do I feel like there's stuff up here? Well, okay. There's Gallery Shack, but, how do I get down there without dying? Can I just come down here? Or is this super high up off the...
Hello again. Something about this place felt familiar to me, so I decided to pay a visit. Hoping to find someone here, but I've only found emptiness. Perhaps, before my departure, I needed someone to say farewell to. Well, I must focus on my journey, for which I have you to thank. I must stay strong. Well, I must focus, I must...
Okay, it says reload. And then Gallery reappears. Go back to Gallery Shack, speak to Gallery, tell him about Millicent, speak to him again just to make sure all of his dialogue is... And then it says go back to Redmane Castle and speak to Theralina. I didn't know she could speak. I went to Redmane Castle, she didn't say a damn thing to me.
Thank you kindly for giving the needle to Millicent. Now she too can begin her journey and stare her fate straight in the eye. You've been a saint through and through. As thanks, I vow to impart to you my knowledge. of the lost sorceries of the Selians, descendants of the Eternal. Oh, you noticed, did you? Indeed, Millicent did visit this hovel of a home. It seems the memories eaten away by the rotting sickness yet remain, but faintly. However, she has no need of me anymore. No, she must embark on her journey and stare her fate in the eye. I mustn't impede. As I've aged, I've found the best way to aid the young is to be forgotten.
Huh. These are interesting spells I've never seen. Alright, so now it says go to Redmane Castle. And we need to speak to Theralina. Hopefully she's still here. Ah, see? So now it's all about I need to kill. See, the guide is fucking messed up. This is a boss fight for a Crucible Knight and another guy. So, what we'll do is we will use... I guess the skeletons. So, yeah, the thing was right. You can't access this fight until after. Now we gotta kill the Crucible Knight. Every move this guy has is parryable. Nice. But now, where's Theralina? See, the guide's fucked up. The guide tells you to do this fight first, then fight fucking Radahn. That doesn't make any sense. Why? I hope that this didn't ruin my playthrough because this guy didn't know how to write the fucking guide right. I followed the steps. Okay, so, Theralina disappears after you defeat Radahn, so get this gesture before fighting him. Bro, you can't even get into this boss fight until you kill Radahn. What are you talking about? You write dumb guides. I'm gonna tell you right now. Do not follow this guy's guide. He's fucking an idiot. He doesn't know what the order of this shit is because he wrote the guide wrong. I followed his guide in detail. Okay, it says speak to Blythe at Redmane Castle and speak to Alexander. I've already done that. And then it says speak to Witch Hunter Jaren. Alright, so then advancing the plot would be defeat Star Scourge Radahn. We already did that. It says we get his great rune and then casual greeting. It says a massive crater appears in Mistwood, opening the way to Nokron. Blythe and Alexander appear close to the Grace in Radahn's arena, unlocks new dialogue with Jaren. Radahn's armor set becomes available at Enia's shop, and if you've already defeated Moog, Needle Knight Leda appears at Moog's arena. It says you can summon multiple characters for this fight. I've already done it. Defeating Radahn is required for accessing the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. Alright, so then we already spoke to Blythe. We've already spoken to Alexander. Alright, so then reload Arrest at Any Grace. It says a message from Blythe appears next to the crater in Mistwood. EG traps Blythe within the Forlorn Hound Evergoal. What? EG traps Blythe within the Forlorn Hound Evergoal. Alexander moves to the cliff above Jarberg. So it says speak to Jaren, exhaust his dialogue. Jaren will show up for the Selene quest later. Easy to forget, you have to speak to Jaren after defeating Radahn or he won't show up for the final part of Selen's quest. It says loot, rest at the chamber outside the Plaza Grace. Done that. Redmane Castle goes back to its hostile state and all the doors open again. It seems like the castle will only reset if you reload somewhere outside the plaza area. You can now get the Red Hot Wet Blade and the rest of the castle loot if you didn't get it before. It says if you want to access the DLC, we're not doing that, dude. Iron Fist Alexander. So it says now speak to Alexander, then cover Jar in oil and smack Jar in the back above Jarberg near the cliff. Okay, so then study hall entrance. This guy, I really hope this didn't ruin my playthrough. Especially after all the work I've done. Like, that's gonna really piss me off if he wrote this backwards. Okay, so now we need to go back up and around because Jarberg is on the other side. Oh. I will actually post what fucking guide I chose to use so that you guys do not make the same mistake and use this guide, because it's skewed. This guy wrote it backwards. There's certain steps that he tells you to do before certain boss fights that are just not possible until you complete certain actions in the game, which ultimately ruins the playthrough. This is the artist shack, right? Yep.
Hello? Can you hear me? Help me! I'm stuck! Hello? Hello?
Ah, hello. How nice it is to see a friendly face. As you can surmise, I've got myself stuck in another hole. Would you mind helping me out again? My thanks in advance. I know you're the man for the job. You know what to do, hmm? Give me a good smack from behind with something nice and big. Don't worry about my wound sustained at the festival. I'm stuck back together good and proper. Just give it your all.
Come on. Come on. Please.
I can feel my lower half is stuck on something. I don't think you can get me out just by hitting me this time. Let's think. Perhaps there's a way to slide me out a little more smoothly. What if I could somehow be made slippery or some such? Let's think. I mean, what if I...
Okay, so it says, Alexander, cover the jar in oil and then smack the jar in the back. How do I cover him in oil? It says this is optional. Alexander will show up later if you skip this step. This requires an oil pot, which requires the Nomadic Warrior Cookbook, which you can buy from the Nomadic Merchant, who is reached by climbing some wooden scaffolding, which is located southwest of the Worshipper's Woods Grace, which is northeast of the river where you spoke to Blythe, which was in the Siofria River, which is underground. So, does that mean I have a jar of oil already? Can we make a jar of oil? We need an oil pot.
Let's think. I mean, what if I could somehow...
It says that this is optional and that it only gives us exalted flesh. It says now we must return to Jarburg and speak to the kid and do the Jarburg dance, where we go talk to him, come back, reload, talk to him, come back, reload, talk to him.
Those awful poach. Those awful poach.
Alright, so reload. Come back, talk to him again.
Those awful. Those awful. Those.
Okay, so Now it says we need to go speak to EG.
Those...
And ask about Blythe.
Well, my fellows, war council. You need not await Blythe. Descend underground alone, with a fallen star-struck Limgrave, and make it yours. The precious treasure of Nokron, so that Lady Rani may tread the dark path. You need not descend and make it yours, so that Lady...
Okay, so I think we've already done this then. It says free Blythe from the Forlorn Hound Evergoal. So, the Forlorn Hound Evergoal is this one, isn't it? Or is it this one? Malefactor's Evergoal. Forlorn Hound. Cuckoo's Evergoal. Groveside. Gatefront. I believe that's the Forlorn Hound's Evergoal. I'm gonna check. Oh, it's where we fought Darrowil. So it's this one. Hopefully he is here. If he's not, it means the guide screwed us, and I may actually stop the playthrough. And why? It's because I wanted to complete all the quests. So if this doesn't have Blythe in it, we're gonna have a problem. Because, like, dude, what the fuck? Well, we heard him howl. How do we free him?
Oh, it's you. It's me, Blythe. Old EG trapped me here. Told me I'd bring naught but bale to Lady Rani. But there's no chance that could happen. I'm part of her being. A very shadow. I thought old EG knew as much. Honestly, I don't know what's going on anymore. My thanks, friend. I'm going to see Mistress Rani now. I don't know what came over old EG, but even if the odds are slim, I need to check the Mistress is safe. Now, Rani can finally set in motion the fight against her fate she's dreamt of for so long. I'm going to see Mistress Rani now. I don't know what came over old, but even if the odds are slim...
Okay, so... It says speak to EG and ask about Blythe again. Let me just
I'm
make
going
sure.
to see... I don't know what, but even if the odds are...
Greetings, my... I presume you've spoken with Blythe? Very well. There is something you should know. The two fingers gave Blythe to Lady Rani as a faithful follower. Her very shadow, incapable of treachery. But if Lady Rani, as an Empyrean, resists being an instrument of the two fingers, the shadow will go mad, transforming from a follower into a horrid curse. But such is his destiny. In such matters, Blythe's own thoughts hold no weight. It pains me so. But he must be neutralized. For Lady Rani's sake.
What? Okay. These steps are optional. A Blythe will appear later no matter what you do. It says descend into the Mistwood crater and explore Nokron City now. There's only one direction to go in for now. Keep moving forward until you get to a boss fight. Defeat the Mimic Tier, Nokron Eternal City. Okay.
Something.
While we're here. Okay. Well, it looks like we're at an hour and a half, so on that note, we will call this episode 20. Anyways, I am Mr. Boogie with Zombie Bros Gaming, and I appreciate y'all for watching, and we will be back. This has been the end of episode 20. Much love, peeps.